Is that a baby, Rory? What's going on, Rory? Oi! What is it, Rory? What is it? It's blue. It's watching you. Are you hiding? Is mommy gonna come get you? We'll see. False. Rory might not mind too much, but... Hey everybody, let me pull up the chat here real quick. Maybe.
Baby.
Yeah, said maybe baby. Oh god.
Okay.
She's trying to eat the electronics. Yeah, I probably look younger because I don't have my other light on. There we go. Rory, what are you doing? We got. Get in here. Rory, yeah, go find your mommy, Rory. Go find her. Hey, Dave. It was just, I was really sick and I was hanging out with people all day. I came home, I just slept. I was running on like no sleep, and then my voice got a lot worse. Last night I got up and thought about streaming, but I could like, my voice just sounded terrible, and I just didn't think I was going to be able to talk most of it. Oh, because Rory's on the screen? Oh, put that on? Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I'm feeling better today, though. God, this cord is just getting so much more curled all the time now. These cords are like, they're ridiculous. Look at that curl. I don't even know how to uncurl these things. It's just gonna curl over there. I don't even know how that happens. Anyways, whatever. Keeps freaking curling. I don't know the best patch, or the best support for patch 9.1, because I'm pretty sure patch 9.1 is not out yet. I haven't seen the patch notes for it, so... Official patch notes. Okay, thanks, Sean. Well, I hope you'll find time to stop by every now and then. Thanks, Merry Christmas, you too. I hope your work starts getting a little bit better. We've definitely missed you, man, but obviously, you know, if you're working, it's understandable. So I'm not sure which, it depends on what goes through on those patch notes. Hey, thanks, old man mid. Yeah, I couldn't figure out if that was a joke or not, like the whole win trading thing. I don't know. There's just a lot of weird stuff going on that night. That's not why I did it though. I was over it. Like after the stream, I wasn't like really that mad about it or anything. I was mad about it like at the moment, just because I felt like there's just some like mischievous stuff going on. It wasn't that I was losing. Like I don't mind losing on viewers night. It's just there's a lot of weird stuff going on. Where's my?
You don't have the heart for this.
But it's fine. I mean, I'm not mad about it anymore. I am feeling better. I am feeling better. I'm still sick, obviously, a little bit, but yeah, it kind of took a turn, like a lot worse last night, and then because I got all that sleep, I think I was feeling a lot better in the morning. I don't want to like gross you out with the details, but I was having a hard time talking, and there was like some different changes in kind of my symptoms and things. It was looking a little bit worse, but okay, thanks, John. I appreciate it. Okay, does this guy actually play? Hey, thanks, Greshcore. Yeah, sorry I missed yesterday, guys. I was just really sick and really tired. Like, basically, I only had 3 hours of sleep, and I was sick anyways because I stayed up all night doing stuff. Then I had to get up and take Rory excuse me, to daycare in the morning. And then my buddy that I only get to see like a few times a year called me up and asked me if I wanted to do lunch at 1. Like right when I was just going to go to sleep from like 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. And then I ended up staying out with him until like, I don't know, 5. 5 o'clock or something. Then I ended up going to sleep about 6, set an alarm, tried to get up around 9. I was just feeling like complete garbage. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna stay asleep. Mostly because I didn't think I was gonna be able to talk. Like my voice sounded terrible, and I just didn't think I was gonna be able to talk. I thought I had like laryngitis or something. Guess we can just do Nami. I don't know. I thought about doing Zyra, but like Vayne is so terrible with Zyra. This guy better like basically be a one-trick Vayne. Yeah, he's only 49% one-trick. Puru is 45% Jace. I want to dodge this. When you're not even 50% on your one trick, that's rough. When there's 2 people on their one tricks that are not 50%, and you have a Malphite on your team in this meta, like a guy who doesn't play Malphite. It was I don't remember who the Malphite was. I think it was an autofilled person. It's probably this support guy. So you have an off-roll support. Off-roll support, first time Malphiting. I guess second time Malphiting. And then 2 guys that are less than 50% on their one trick. The jungler, I assume, was this guy, who is also off-rolled. He was playing Zen, right? Either way, one of these guys was playing Zen. Maybe it was this guy was playing Zen. And he's decent. It just looked bad. Excuse me. It looked bad enough to dodge for 3 points. All right. You're in his eye. Sorry, buddy. I'll announce it. I've been announcing it on Twitter. And then, of course, YouTube should send you notifications. I know sometimes YouTube doesn't, but... Did you donate those $25? Yeah, I can do that. I don't remember. When did that happen? Yeah, we can do a one. Is that if I donated 25 or did you donate 25 and I just missed it? I know YouTube's been weird about notifications. I'll try to do it in Discord, and Twitter and YouTube. I'll try to put it everywhere. Sometimes I forget one of those though. I think if you hit the bell, it'll definitely let you know. But I mean, if you have a lot of things belled, maybe not. I don't know how that works. A few days ago. Okay, let me let me see while we're just waiting here. I'll log back in. I think I remember that. Say one trick. Okay, cool. You're Evan? Is that right? I can't keep track. What's up, Kappa? Oh, that sucks, Kappa. I hate to hear that. Hey, what's up, Mr. Nobody? Good to see you again, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, it happens. I mean, last week sometime I went on a I went on a loss streak. I lost like 5 in a row or something, maybe. I can't remember. Yeah, you just gotta be like, hey, why am I losing? See if you can figure it out. Maybe you're not dodging enough games. Maybe you're just not picking good champions for the right situation. Maybe you're just getting ganked more than usual, or just like not paying attention or shot calling as much as usual. Yeah, I'm getting better. I'm still coughing, but I'm not like not not as much mucus type of stuff. So it's starting to get a little bit better. I am feeling better. I'm not all the way back, but I'm probably like 80%. I don't really drink Red Bull that much. I have been drinking these Starbucks Frappuccinos that my in-laws got me. Yeah, either figuring out how to win around, when exactly to dodge. Yeah, I mean, you just gotta do your research. Like you see me do on the stream a lot, just maybe dodge. It's not an exact science, you know, but yeah. Cappuccino. Yeah, they're pretty good. Well, I mean, if the enemy team's not playing for real either, you know, anytime people say that, like, such and such people are playing bad stuff or, like, you know, like, everything's symmetrical, right? So if, like, your team's playing goofy stuff or not playing for real, their team's also going to be playing goofy stuff and not playing for real. So, like, in theory, you know, it might be a little more chaotic, but there are always ways to rise above. I mean, I went from, like, Platinum 3 up to Diamond here in the preseason. Oh my god, for real? It didn't lock one in? Yeah, that's gonna be... If they lock Lucian, I'm gonna be really annoyed. And they're going to. Like, 100% they're gonna lock Lucian. You had plenty of time. You don't actually have to lock it. If you just hover it, it automatically bans for you. Okay, well, if we get the Lucian, then that's alright. I mean, these picks are looking alright. I assume this guy is a singed one trick. Most singed are. Yeah. Bunch of platinums. I mean, this guy has a really high win rate. Oof, what is that dude playing? Boxy. Ari. Okay, is he alright on Ari? He's probably first time Ari. I mean, Ari's a safe pick at least, I guess. Everyone else is playing on champs they're pretty good on. I think Singed is pretty good into Jax, in theory. I guess we'll play it. We have, like, one potential weak link here, but... Okay, let me go hand my wife the baby monitor real quick. I'll be back. Well, that's up to you, Kappa. I mean,
30 seconds until minions.
it's complicated to figure out exactly why, but in that video, my dodge guide, I describe, yeah, why would you not stand in that bush? What, in the dodge video, I recommend that if you think you have a 40% or less chance to win, use a 3-point dodge. If you think you have a 25% or less chance to win,
Minions have spawned.
use your 10-point dodge. That's assuming that you're gaining and losing 20. If you're losing more than you're gaining, then you should dodge more frequent or more frequently. If you're gaining more than you're losing, then you should play more. I think I'd have to go back and look at the numbers on that again, but I talk about all of that in that video if you check it out. Hey, thanks, Walk the Plank. I appreciate it. Hey, what's up, Purple?
My quest beckons.
I mean, what do you think I'm gonna say to that, Dedicated? Dedicated Duck says, I heard that if you play support that you don't actually learn how to play the game. Of course I'm going to disagree with that. Nah, man, I don't know how to play League. No point in being here. I don't know anything about the game.
They are strange.
It sounds like something LS would say because LS is a degenerate in some senses, man. I mean, I like some of his stuff, but he's very arrogant. And he's just really out of touch, I think. I just disagree with him on a lot of his theoretical stuff. Like, the reason that he's going to say that is he's going to say, you know, that you don't learn last hitting. I mean, that's really one of the only things you can't do as support, that you can't learn. It's just, like, mechanical stuff, like last hitting. But, like, all the other stuff, you can still learn, like, wave management. He's going to have to flash, probably.
Killing spree.
Quit bumping around.
An ally has been slain. Rampage.
Nah, but I see kind of what you're saying here. Yeah, we can get a plate. There's like 5 million minions here. Damn, that was good. So, you know, what they probably mean is you don't learn, like, last hitting, I guess. But you learn wave trading. Like, you should learn how to shot call better as a support. You learn about vision management. I'm going to do it this way. I could have gotten an amp tome, but I think the mana is actually a little bit stronger early. Wow, we're only up 3 CS after all that, though. Holy. So, like, yeah, you may not have as much, like, mechanics and last hitting prowess. You don't have to play other roles as much because you don't get auto-filled either. So you get to more heavily specialize in the support role. But I think you have to learn shot calling more because that's one of your major ways to express, like, to influence games and win is to shot call and control vision. So I think that supports know a lot more about shot calling and vision control than almost any other role, with the exception of maybe jungler. But I don't think jungle can control vision as much as support. Now you might say, yeah, but you can shot call from any position. That's true, but you can't shot call without proper vision, and you can't have proper vision unless you're the one controlling the vision a lot of times. Oh, God. Well, there's nothing we could have done about that, I don't think. So yeah, I mean, I disagree. I think that each role has its different kinds of tasks and sort of skills you can learn. You can learn how to play, like, be a pretty good League of Legends player from, like, any role.
Shut down.
Sure as the tides.
An enemy has been slain.
I'll go for one more, I guess.
An ally has been slain.
I will see my home again.
I don't know what people are talking about. Fairy Charms are OP, honestly. 125 gold, have huge influence early game, and build into all of the good items.
An ally has been slain.
Whoa, what? What the fuck? Why did he do so much damage? It's that piercing arrow for like 5 million.
Swim against the current.
What the hell's going on? I'm just gonna, well, I'm gonna just sell that. Let me just sell one of those. That's fine. I just lose like 37 gold on the transaction.
An enemy has been slain.
Get me closer to Ardent faster. Well, I guess he caught me off guard there.
Slain.
It's that serrated Dirk. I guess he headhunted me.
An enemy has been slain.
I'm not sure what was up with that. Yeah, it was a Dark Harvest plus. He just got like a ton of procs on me, I think. He got Dark Harvest plus like his Q plus whatever else, and he has lethality. I don't think that's it. I think Varus did a shocking amount of damage. I was not ready for that, especially after he missed his ult on me.
A little troll Soraka game. I have no idea how I won. Kappa.
Alright, thanks so much, Jolty. I appreciate it. I mean, you got ulted, dude. Well. I mean, that's pretty easy how you lost that. You got ulted. Like, he ulted you in the face, you're pretty much dead if he hits you with an ult.
We are all tied to the ocean.
Did they nerf Dark Harvest or what? Like, why is it doing like 500 damage to me? It just did like, how much damage is that stupid thing doing? I guess it's not showing up on here. Something feels like, maybe it's his passive. I don't know. Like it's definitely catching me off guard. Like how much damage this dude's doing in this game for sure. It's like Dark Harvest, Serrated Dirk, and then like his normal 3-hit passive or whatever. Well, the Dark Harvest proc looks like it's hitting for like 200 or something. I'm not stepping up just in case I have to try to kite him or kite for him. If he gets ulted, it's like definitely dead. Oh god. Oh god, get wrecked, son. Holy. Oh. That one Q just did like 500 damage or something. I could have flashed it, but I would have died anyways. Wow, I did not expect the rotation from Varus there.
People and their air. Quit flopping
An
around.
ally has been slain.
God, they are catching up.
Has been slain.
Hey, thanks, David Kennedy.
Ew, whale breath. My people are counting on me.
Oh my God.
Has been slain.
That champion's so obnoxious.
We are all tied to the ocean.
Oh, why? I probably shouldn't have united him. I knew he was gonna ult. What the f- That wasn't even in range! Like, the animation ended right here. How did I die? He shot it from here.
I will
he didn't go in the ult, so. Wait, why did he throw the thing straight at him? Maybe he just misclick or something? I'm not sure. Probably not a Lulu or Leona. Lulu's more likely than Leona, but unlikely. It depends on if you need the Mikhails, if you need the cleanse effect or not. I need the cleanse for Varus. Varus ult somebody. Mikhails also becomes more attractive if you have a redemption. I mean, redemption's also pretty good with Unholy. It depends on the champion too. Like Unholy's not that great on Janna, for example, so you'd almost always want to take Mikhails instead. Whereas Unholy is extremely good on someone like Sona. I thought he was going to get it. Okay, then we're going to get this. Can you make... Yeah, you can Mikhail as a Zoe bubble as well. Ah. Nah, not all CC. Not Malzahar ult. I think that's the only suppress. You can't remove Malzahar ult. You can't remove a Skarner ult with Mikhails, but most CCs, yeah. Yeah. This suppression is like Warwick ult, Malzahar ult, Skarner ult. I think those are it. The second trigger of Urgot might be a suppression. I'm not sure. No, you cannot. You cannot Mikhail's a Bardolt either. So a stasis effect, you also can't. So if someone hourglasses, you can't Mikhail's them out of the hourglass. And Bard ult somebody, you can't Mikhail's them out of that either. Because you can't target them. Alright. Oh, you get for that plus 18? Sweet. Yeah, now you can Sivir block any spell shield. You can Sivir block a Malzahar ult, a Warwick ult, Bard ult, any spell. You can block with a spell shield, like a Sivir ult, or a Sivir E, or a Edge of Night shield. So that's not a cleanse, that's a prevention. I think you can QSS out of Urgot, but I don't think you can Mikhail's it. Because I've seen people QSS out of it. Yes, we'll do the coaching session here. Go ahead and get that real quick. I didn't hear the follow-up earlier. Someone said they donated 25 for like a duo game or something, and I thought I mentioned something like that, but I'm trying to remember who said that. I wanted the redemption for team fighting more. Redemption definitely got a lot more attractive after they buffed Forbidden Idol. I mean, Athene's is still pretty good, but... Nice. Congrats, Lev. Okay, let me pull up that coaching session real quick. Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, I just got your email, Brian. Yeah, just let me know when you want to duo, and we can do that. A normal duo game. Yeah, just let me know, and we'll watch this this coaching session here. Okay, I assume I'm gonna have to go. Okay, let me go dig out the executable real quick. So I'm just gonna black out the screen just real quickly. Be right back in a second. I'm just going to go grab the shortcut I need to look at a replay. I don't think I've done a coaching session on this patch. We're cranking out a lot of them for a little while there, and then it just kind of goes in like really hot streaks, and then goes cold for a little bit, then hot streaks. Which is all good. Okay. All right, so watch this coaching session, and then I'll record it as well. My phone made a noise. What was that? Okay, just random stuff. No paying for duo ranked. I would like it to not have my account banned. People can donate for a duo normals. If you just want to do it for fun, you can say which champion you want me to play if you want, or I can give you, we can do like a coaching session. You know, I can give you pointers, just whatever you want to do. I watched part of that follow-up video. I didn't have time to watch the whole thing, unfortunately. I was going to watch it, but then my daughter was like, wanted me to like check out this book she was reading and stuff like that.
30 seconds.
But I'll probably listen to it maybe tomorrow. I need to holler at Freak. There's like an extremely low chance, but like maybe he would do a collab with me. Since I'm older, like long form, educational type of stuff. I mean, there's an outside chance maybe if I say the right thing, he'd do a collab with me. Or at least just like come on and talk with me for 30 minutes or something. That'd be a nice headliner if I could get something like that. I'm gonna try to get some of that going as soon as I get back, like maybe next week. I'll see if I can get King Sticks or Bizzleberry maybe next to do like a talk show thing. If Nasty or Mino Haxor wants to do it again, we'll do that with him. Okay, let me go ahead and record this then. We'll talk about all that another time. Hey everybody, welcome back. This is going to be a coaching session on patch 824B, and this is for Soraka. So, special thanks to Jolty for the generous donation. If you'd like a coaching session yourself out there, just email me at thestratchprofessor@gmail.com. We can set it up. It's just $20 off stream or $25 on stream. If you are a channel member with PayPal, then you get $5 off. So you can get it as low as $15 off stream if you want to, which I think is pretty good if you're trying to get better at the game. If you want to get a whole bunch of them, I might even, give you a group discount. You want to get 3 of them, I'm willing to negotiate. Give you a multi-deal. But anyways, just let me know if you're interested in that. And this, I'll have a whole playlist for this as well in the description if you just want to watch a lot of other people doing coaching sessions, try to learn off of that. I've got a nice thumbnail so you can tell which champion it is. I think this is going to be like the 149th coaching session on the channel. So there's a lot of material there for you to check out. Okay. Now, Jolty self-described this as a troll game, and he said it was going to be Tank Soraka. So, and I've coached Jolty a lot on Soraka. So we'll see. I've talked about what I think is, proper build, all that stuff on Soraka before. Jolty has his own opinion about some of these things. So we'll see. I mean, I think Soraka's build is usually pretty linear, just because she scales so hard off of plus healing and shielding. That's like her best stat by a long shot. And I think that Mikhail's is so powerful on her because all of your mana regen also converts to HP regen. And HP regen is also, very strong on her because she hurts herself whenever she heals. Nice. It's good aggression. Nice trading. You had good. I'm really surprised they decided to fight you when you had that many minions in your favor, but that's great. So I think a lot of times you're priced into going redemption Mikhail's. Athene's would be pretty good on him on Vayne as well. They don't have that much CC, so it's like maybe Mikhail's is optional. Yeah, there's not much you're gonna get people out of, other than like a Gen W, I guess, would be pretty legit. Yeah, in most Soraka games, that's the kind of stuff you want to buy, just because those items are so good on her. More worried about Jin getting DH stacks. What would that... Huh. Okay, what'd you get? Yeah, this is one of those places because, like, they don't have a lot of CC. I guess you would just go for, I'd start with Redemption and then probably figure it out from there. Kind of double down on your global heal pressure. Redemption's semi-global. You can usually redeem about to mid lane if you're watching it. And then kind of feel it out from there and see if you want to go Unholy or Ardent. You can see how well the Vayne's doing. Oh, not bad. I need to take the vision off. Sorry, I usually do that really early on. I was just talking and I haven't done a coaching session in a couple of weeks here. Hold on, let me just rewind and see how did this get started. Too busy looking at Warwick, trying to figure out if you should try to make a play for Dragon since he got the scuttle. It's not really a huge point in queuing Alistar. I guess you're getting Spell Thief stacks, but at this point, you're just really not going to do a lot of damage to him, especially if you're not leveling your Q. Which you're not, yeah, so there's no point. I mean, I guess other than getting the Spell Thief stacks. It does buff up your W healing, so that's the thing. But you want to be very careful that you don't get into like engage range or something off of that. I am getting over an illness too, so sorry if I cough a little bit if that offends you. For anyone watching the VOD. Yeah, see, that was where you got too close trying to just harass the Alistar with like an E or a Q and he caught you with a combo. I think y'all got the better of that game, but that was iffy. Lux does have smite. What? Just trying that smite mid thing in silver? Okay. Yeah. Your mid laner's getting obliterated though. So that's gonna make it hard to take dragons. "2019, I'm offended by coughing." Chat's pretty funny. Well, I mean, I try not to gross people out. If it's like a really crazy cough or sneeze or something, I'll mute the mic, but just like a little one, I'll try to cough away from the mic. Or at least cover my cough, but... Okay, thanks, Lev. Appreciate it. Okay. Alright, looks like Warwick's just gonna sneak it. I might pop over here to help him. Just like loop over here. Unless you think this is warded. Just to help that go a little quicker, but... It was a very slow dragon take, but he got it. Hey, thanks for the sub, Jason. I appreciate it. For those of you just joining, we're just doing a coaching session here real quick on the stream, and then we'll get back to ranked here in a second. Your Pantheon smashing top though, so. Mobies this early? I guess that does let you trade in position a little better. You're about even in turn. I mean, they're still gonna be a lot stronger than you right now for an all ads. Ping the Alistar's missing. Okay, there's Diana. Block him, body block, body block, body block. Okay, she's clear. Hey, what's up, Drew? I mean, I'm just commenting on whatever I can see. I'm just trying to give Jolty some tips, you know, just play-by-play tips on what he could improve on in this game. You need to let him know Warwick's probably going up river. He's either in the bush or he's going up river. I didn't see him go on that ward, but he could have gone behind. Okay, he's in the river. This is someone who donated Jolty, or Drew. Yeah, it was a $20 donation from Jolty. So usually I'll do every now and then I'll do one of these on the stream. It's not like an all the time thing. And usually during kind of like, I speed it up a little bit too. Like right now, if there's nothing like super eventful, we're coaching the Soraka. You might just want to go ahead and ult. Oh, you already used your ult earlier. Okay. Oh, that's rough. Yeah. Just run. The Warwick cleanup crew. I feel like Moby Boots is a... I would have probably just gone normal boots and then started working Forbidden Idol. If he had enough for Forbidden Idol instead of Moby Boots, I don't know if he did or not. Oh yeah, I definitely do not like the cloth armors. I mean, they have 2 burst mages on their team too. I don't know. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I know you said this is kind of a troll build, but like the reason that I don't like armor on Soraka is just because like she doesn't have any sort of abilities that scale with armor. Her base stats are extremely low. Like usually armor is good on champions that have high base stats. So when you have like more health, then your armor is going to be more valuable, right? So for example, you know, if you have enough armor to give you an extra you know, 30% damage reduction or whatever, right? And you have 1,000 health, then you're basically getting an effective 300 extra health because it's going to take 30% more damage to kill you with physical damage. So they'd have to do, you know, 1,300 damage to kill you if you had 1,000 health. Versus if you have 2,000 health, then it's going to take an additional 600 damage to kill you, right? And so then you get a 600 effective health out of that equivalent armor to give you 30% reduction. And so that's why, like, you don't usually see skinny, like, champions stacking armor that much. Champions that don't get a lot of health per level or don't get a lot of health items. With some exceptions, champions like Rakan, who will get Zeke's because he has, like, very good interactions with that item. But outside of special circumstances, I mean, Soraka doesn't meet any of those criteria. Like, she's not good with Zeke's. She's not good with something like Knight's Vow. And the thing is, like, the opportunity cost is so extreme because she's so good with plus healing and shielding because her heals up every 2 seconds. You know, so you get, like, massive value out of plus healing and shielding. And the more effective your heals are, the less you have to heal, which means the less health it's going to take you to heal somebody up, because it costs you health as well. So you're actually increasing your health pool a ton by getting plus healing and shielding. So, like, if you have 20% plus healing and shielding, you're effectively taking 20% less damage from your spells because you're going to have to cast it 20% less often to get the same amount of effectiveness out of it. And so that's why, like, plus healing and shielding is not just extra healing and shielding, but it also gives you more effective health because you're not going to have to use as much of your own health to do that healing. AP and plus healing and shielding also affects Aerie, which you're able to trigger every 2 seconds with her heal as well. Soraka's not good with health, though, because, like, it does a percentage of your health. So if you have, you know, if Soraka's heal does 10% of your max HP, you know, if you have 1,000 HP, then it's going to deal 100 damage to you. If you have 2,000 HP, it's going to deal 200 damage to you. You're still only going to get 10 heals out of that, no matter if you have 10,000 health, 100,000 health, or whatever. So it's not as good on her as you would think. It's okay. It stops you from getting bursted out by assassins, but it's not going to give you any more healing because your heals are percentage-based, not flat health-based. Like the amount of health that it taxes you. So, you know, in metas past, I did like Warmogs when Warmogs was 2750, you know, as a third or a fourth item, you know, back before they nerfed some of the health items, and you could get it comfortably without a weird build at, you know, level 13 or something as your third or fourth item. In some circumstances, yeah, Warmogs was good, but the reason for that was not just the fact that it had a lot of health on it, it's because it gave you an obscene amount of regen out of combat. Going Randuins? Definitely do not go Randuins. I mean, what's the threat? Like, they don't have any wall jumpers over there. I don't think they're going to be able to get to you that easily in fights. I think, like, with proper positioning, they don't have champions. Like, they don't have something like a Kha'Zix that's going to be jumping over walls invisible at you, like a Camille or something. Yeah, but they don't have Zed and Talon in this game. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, Zed and Talon go through walls and they come at you out of nowhere. Hey, what's up, Future? So sometimes you have to get something a bit more defensive. You shouldn't be picking Soraka into those champions, potentially, but sometimes, you know, they last pick a Zed or a Talon or something, and you're just kind of, like, screwed. You know, I think you should just start with Ninja Tabby. Then if you need to get something defensive, at least get a like a Knight's Vow or something. Because that way, like, at least you're providing some benefit to your ally. They can heal you up as they're doing damage. It's also a cheap and just very efficient item. Like, Randuin's, I think, is 2,900, which is very expensive. And I guess Jen's going to do critical strikes, but... like, you just shouldn't be getting hit that much. I disagree with the chat. Warmogs plus Spirit Visage is the ultimate Soraka combo. No, the ultimate Soraka combo is, like, Redemption plus Mikhail's. In a lot of games. Plus, like, good positioning. I mean, I see what you're saying. Like, sometimes you gotta have some protection against assassins, but, like, I just don't see how, if you're positioning correctly, they should get to you. Maybe like a Quinn flank or something. You can silence her out of her bird, though. I just think, especially on a champion like Soraka, you need to be as greedy as you can be. Because you scale so well with plus healing and shielding. If it's something like Lulu, for example, you can afford to get something a little more defensive on Lulu if you have to, you know. You could go something like a Zeke's on Lulu, because she doesn't scale that well with plus healing and shielding. The only thing that benefits is her shield, which is a pretty dinky shield on a 10-second cooldown to begin with. Because her ult is an infusion of health, it's not a shield. And so, like, and just like, she's built to kind of like, you pick her into assassins, and she's built to go against them, right? She's got polymorph to buy time. She's got her ultimate to give her a ton of extra effective health, you know, an infusion of 600 extra health that would stack really well with that armor. So, you know, I could see some builds maybe with someone like Lulu. If they have a fed assassin, you could go like Ninja Tabby plus Zeke's. Low cooldown ult you can use proactively that gives effective health, helps protect you, helps protect your allies, you know, holds them still so that they can, you know, land more empowered autos on the person that's that's being slowed by your Zeke 80 carry. Like, I could see builds like that on some enchanters, you know, in some context, but like, I just don't think Soraka's one of them most of the time. Like, you haven't even died, you know, like, I think you're building like you're 0-10 or something. Like, that'd be the message I would get. You haven't even died yet.
Rampage.
I mean, here's the thing. It's like, every time you build something like that, you're lowering the amount of, like, healing that you're giving your team by a lot, you know, because the Randuin's, like, that's 2,900 gold. That's like 1.5 typical support items, right? That 1 1/3 or something, right? Because Redemption's 2,100, and if you get a Mikhail's, that's also 2,100, or an Athene's Unholy Grail. And so for 4,200, you could have 2 items. You're paying 2,900 for 1 item. Like, that's an issue too.
Team's turret has been destroyed.
I just think you don't need to play that scared or that defensively on Soraka. I mean, you're right. Like, I don't know, people could kill you, you know, but Soraka, just by her nature, is going to be a risky, dangerous champion. Like, that's just who she is. I think if you want to play something, like, if you're more scared about your positioning, and you want to play something that has, like, better better tools for peeling and position, like, it's probably Janna would be your girl, you know. She's got the tornado and her ult. She's a lot faster. She's just a safer pick than Soraka. Soraka just has the raw, like, healing output. Alright. Excuse me. I know, I'm just telling you. Jolty says he pretty much gave up on this game at this point. I mean, I wouldn't give up. Like, this is come back. We're only down 10 kills. This is silver. Like, you know, you can still win, you know? Like, people throw, like, they could try to do Baron and get haste, and you just come back and win the game, or, like, maybe you get a couple of kills on somebody, they start raging at each other, and then Quinn just starts running it down middle. Yeah, I think it's definitely not impossible. I mean, you don't have a great team comp for it. The Vayne could start going off. I mean, she's doing all right. I mean, anything's possible in Silver, though, man. Do all enchanters scale well? They scale pretty well. It depends on which ones you're talking about and like what your team comp is, but yeah, usually because plus healing and shielding is one of the best stats in the game as far as multiplicative scaling. Because most of those champions with those heals and shields, they're going to scale off of AP usually. They're going to scale off of plus healing and shielding. They're going to scale off levels and the abilities, obviously. And then they work with resistances instead of against resistances. So as people get more resistances, they have more effective health, which means your plus healing and shielding is going to be even stronger. So yeah, that's what makes them scale really well. I'd say that's probably a safe assumption, that enchanters probably scale better than almost any other class of support in the game. Probably any other class. As far as like raw stats go, you know, you can't really put a price on a really good thresh hook, right, at 35 minutes that wins the team fight for you. But as far as like raw stats, that was a good pick. All right, yeah, Vayne's starting to go off. She's getting some shutdowns. Yeah, Baron. There you go. See? They just had a really stupid fight, and you get to go get Baron. Boom. Okay. People do it all the time. Like, even in Platinum, they do it a little bit less in Diamond, but it still happens. Where people just start throwing hard. Really, like, one of the major things, too, that, like, helps is the items, not just the plus healing and shielding, but the kinds of items that enchanters can get have so, like, they're so strong in terms of multiplicative value on your team. Like, Ardent Sensor, you can give that buff with some enchanters to, like, 3 people, sometimes even your whole team if it's, like, Sona over and over again. And that buff is worth, like, 1,000 gold in the mid to late game. So you're talking like 5,000 effective gold worth of buffs in addition to the normal, you know, like 2,300 gold that it's worth. So you're talking like a 7,000 gold item or more for the price of like 2,300. That's just obscenely cheap. Or something like a redemption. You know, hitting a redemption, like a mid-game redemption when you have a lot of plus healing and shielding, like on top of, you know, 3 of your own people in a team fight just gives you huge value. Mikhail's, like having a free, like, not quite a Quicksilver Sash, but close for anyone on your team. I mean, that can decide games if you get somebody out of CC. Like, all that's so powerful. Whereas, like, tank items, they have some okay stuff. You know, they got Knight's Vow. They've got Zeke's, which is pretty good, but I don't think that's anywhere close to the power level of some of these enchanter items and how well they use them. And their items are very cheap. That's the thing, is like all the enchanter items are like 2,100 to 2,300 gold. You start talking about like the AP support items, you have to spend like 3,000 gold for those things. So if you're not ahead, like you're paying 50% more for your items than the enchanter supports are. Same thing if you're buying heavy duty tank items like this instead of the 2,200 gold items. Hey Lyria. Yeah, I'm getting over the illness. I'm feeling a little better. I didn't stream yesterday because I was trying to get some more rest, but hey, thanks, Katya. I appreciate it.
Killing spree.
All right, Brian. Yeah, just let me know when you want to do that normal duo, Brian, and we can do that.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Yeah, I mean, we can do it on stream if you want, man. I'm not going to be able to do it. If you want to do it off stream, I can't do that today. But if you want to do it on stream, we'll do it on stream. Like, you know, a problem with armor, like on Soraka as well, which I kind of alluded to earlier, is like you have to injure yourself to heal people. And because you don't have plus healing and shielding, like you're going to have to injure yourself more to heal people the same amount that someone with plus healing and shielding would have to heal them for. So that means that you have like much lower effective health, which means the armor is not going to matter. You know, if you damage yourself down to 500 health trying to heal somebody up, and you've got enough armor to block, you know, 50% of the damage, let's say, your effective health is only going to be 750. Versus if you had a lot of extra plus healing and shielding and AP, and to heal the same person up, you know, you only went down to 800 HP instead of 500. It's still going to be better to do that, even if you have 0 armor, because you're going to have 800 flat health remaining, because you didn't have to damage yourself to heal them one more time for that amount. You see what I'm saying? So, like, having the 100 armor to get the 50% reduction doesn't matter if you have significantly lower base health, because you're having to go into lower base health to heal somebody, because you don't have enough plus healing and shielding to stay healthier. So, like, right there, Quinn still killed you in one shot, you know, because you're still at 10% HP, even though, you know, you have however much armor right now. You have 147 armor. She still killed you in one auto because you were low on health, because you weren't healing people for very much. Because you don't have any plus healing and shielding. Alright, Baron's up. You have wards. Yeah, ward here, ward here. Drop a ward here. Right here, right here, right here. So they just swept the pit. Like, right here is a good place to ward, because they'll try to come up and drop a ward over this wall or something here. A lot of times. It's true damage. You can't prevent the damage that she, it's a cost to casting the spell. I would say most enchanters don't have health on them. It's just Redemption has health on it. Most of them have, well, they have plus healing and shielding. A lot of them do. Usually they have, well, not all of them have AP. They're all a little bit different. But they're usually fairly light on defensive. Like, Redemption has health. Ardent Censer has no defensive stuff on it. Mikhail's has magic resist. And Unholy Grail has magic resist. Yeah, so there's no way to prevent the damage that she takes. Like, you can't get magic resist or physical resist or anything like that to prevent how much it costs for her to heal. She can't kill herself by healing. It just turns off the heal, so it's a cost. Double Baron. I mean, that Vayne's fed as hell right now, too. Like, if you had an Ardent Sensor, you'd really send her off to the races. Yeah, you gotta be typing these guys saying, hey, man, like, wait, we don't have Lux, or, you know, we don't have this or that. Just tell them to wait. You gotta start directing them. Okay, so like any gold generation item is going to have health on it. A little bit. Mikhail's does not have health. Redemption does have health. Yeah, I would have played around Vayne. I probably would have. I would have gone Redemption first. And then once I saw the Vayne was doing pretty well, after she got like this triple kill up here, I probably would have gone Ardent Sensor. And then after that, near the end, I guess you could kind of see. Probably Athene's, or you could even go Knight's Vow on her, because her doing damage would heal you up. Knight's Vow would give you the kind of protection you feel like you might need, but it would also give her, it would give you a lot of healing off the damage she's doing. What's your opinion on Grail? When and who should you build it with? It's a complicated question. Depends on what's going on in the game. I mean, anyone that can put out consistent damage. I mean, like the best candidate's obviously Sona. Nami can get it, can be good. I think it's questionable on other champs. It just depends, like, how well you're doing early game, how well other things are. Like, right now with Soraka, it's kind of a toss-up because they don't have a lot of CC. If they had more CC on their team, Mikhail's is going to be better. But since they don't have a lot, then then Grail might be pretty good here. Depends on which items you think you're going to get, too. You know, if you're not going to be getting Redemption in the game, it's a lot more questionable if you want to go Grail. Oh, it gives you health regen. I thought you were talking flat health. You talking health regen? Yeah, you say they have health on them. I thought you meant flat health, not health regen. Yeah, all of those items do have health regen. That is correct. Yeah, I mean, Lux is 0-12, whatever. 0-9. I mean, here's the thing. You're just going to have to carry some people that are doing bad if you want to win games. Like, that's just it. I mean, I've talked about this before in a lot of my guides, but, like, if you don't feel like people are doing worse than you in games, if you feel like it's about even, you're not going to climb. Like, if it feels like everybody's doing well in your game, like, consistently, then you're probably not going to climb. Because it means you're not spotting, like, things that either you or they could be doing better. You know, because, like, in order to climb, you have to do better than everybody else. You know? If you're doing just the same as everybody else is doing, then you're going to be in the same elo as everybody else, you know? In your games. But, like, you know, if you're, if you're Silver 4, for example, you're trying to get up to Gold 4, you're going to have to play like you're Gold 4 to get to Gold 4. And so, if you're playing like you're Gold 4, and everyone else is playing like they're Silver 4, because that's the game you're in, you're probably going to do a lot better than they do in most games. That's normal. It should look like people on your team are failing. Like 0-9 is an extreme fail, or 0-10, but you got to keep in mind, like, there's going to be somebody like that in every game. Probably. I mean, if each one of your lanes is, you know, roughly a coin flip, whether they're going to perform or, like, not perform, then assuming you win your lane every single time, which realistically not going to happen. Everybody has some bad games, but, you know, at least 2 lanes are going to fail then. At least 2 positions are going to fail relative to the others. So you're always going to have, like, 2 or 3 failure lanes on average. But yeah, you just got to carry people sometimes, you know. At the end of the day, the only number that matters is actually a letter, and it's a W. That's it. That's all that matters. Now, that sounds cheesy, but it doesn't matter if you're 0-12 or your teammate's 0-12 or whatever. If you win, you win. That's it. He might just be having a bad game. I mean, we don't know. But yeah, I mean, you just have to figure out how do you win around people that are feeding. How do you win around, like, you just try to focus on people that are doing really well, right? Like this Vayne, like, you need to be building around her, setting her up. Like I was saying, I think, you know, Ardent Sensor, Mikhail, something like that would have helped a ton. She's still doing pretty well, but yeah, just ward for her, you know, use all your heals on her. Use your silence to peel her. I know it sucks. I definitely notice people who go 0-10 in my games too, but, you know, it's possible to win. You can win with 1, sometimes even 2 feeders if you have good people on your team.
Red team's turret has been
I mean, it's like, yeah, your Lux is 0-11, but your Vayne's 13-1, you know?
shut down. Rampage.
Oh, he was trying. I didn't even see that. I was too busy chatting. Yeah, it was good to get back there and deal with that. Yeah, you gotta watch out for that Chori. Okay. Yeah, I mean, some people just... Some people are just rough. Since you never dodge, well, you're adding on a lot of time to potentially climbing if you don't dodge. Adding a lot of stress to your life, too. That's somebody else talking in the chat. That's Lev and Fighting Nico talking. Warm hogs. Yeah, I mean, I've tried this build. It seems alluring, right? Like, you're this tanky, you know, healer. They can't kill you. You just run around. You're still putting out heals, you know. But for all the reasons we described earlier, I think it's mostly an illusion because it's a percentage of your health. If it was like flat health, if it was like it costs you 20 health no matter what, something like a Mordekaiser or like a Vladimir type of health consumption system, then like, yeah, getting like max health would actually be like worth considering. But because it's a percentage, because it's always like 5% or 10% of your max health, then it doesn't give you like more heals.
Red team's inhibitors respawning soon.
I mean, the Warmogs, like the effective healing on Warmogs will, but... Oof. No, you need to ward this right now. Okay. The old Santa Hat Baron. This game is getting pretty wacky.
Legendary. Blue team's inhibitor is respawning soon.
All right, nice. All right, so we then we talked about the itemization here. I know I've talked about this like a lot. I mean, I haven't seen you go like that much like full on tank. You don't see Soraka a lot, but yeah, I mean, it's basically like Redemption Mikhail's every single time. Sort of what I was saying. It's because these two just have such insane synergy with like her kit and sort of what she's doing, what she has going on. It's like it's 100% always Redemption, and then the vast majority of the time it's going to be a Mikhail's. And if they have enough gold, Ardent Sensor. I mean, in pro games, you're not going to see her as much. Occasionally, you know, if they have like no CC on their team, you might see an Athene's Unholy Grail. So you shouldn't always just like mimic exactly what pros do, you know, most of the time. But like, you know, if there's like 15 different people in Challenger or something like that, and they're all getting like the same couple of items on a champion, then there's probably something to that, you know, unless you have an extremely good reasoning and justification for like not doing that. Then it's usually a good idea to go with that. Now, sometimes, you know, the metagame is a little different at the professional level or at the, you know, high challenger level than it is in like silver, bronze, or iron, and sometimes different kinds of itemization makes sense. But, hold on one second, excuse me. But in this case, I think they're onto something for the reasons I described. So overall, pretty good job. I think, you know, just the itemization thing would probably be the best thing I would recommend. Another thing, I still think in the laning phase, if you want to harass as much as you're harassing in the laning phase, I still think you should get, we've talked about this before, like 3 points of Q early on is going to be your most efficient harassment tool. Just because it does the extra damage, you can spam it a lot, and it heals you, and it empowers your W. So I think that's by far your best early game option. If you're just going to get hammered in lane and you just want to go ahead and start maxing out that W, to sustain, you can do that. Although if you get 3 points of Q and then max W outside of lane, you're only going to get max W one level later. You'll finish it at level 10 instead of level 9. And in exchange for that, in exchange for having one level one level later on the max, you'll have a lot more lane pressure. So those are a couple of things to keep in mind. Other than that, I mean, I thought that your positioning was pretty good in most fights. You didn't get caught out or killed. Yeah, I think those are the biggest things. Are just, you know, thinking about the itemization a little bit more. And if you want to play that aggressive, which I like the aggression early, then definitely like put a couple more points in your Q and then start maxing your W after that. Okay, that's going to be it. Thank y'all very much. Special thanks to Jolty. Anyone watching, if you want a coaching session, just email me at thestrategyprofessor@gmail.com. We can set that up. Be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. Hit that bell so you get the notifications. And I'll see everyone next time. Have a good day. Okay, so the stream's going to continue. That was just it for the standalone VOD. That was a pretty long game. Yeah, Vayne was pretty good. Yeah, you had a 0 and 12 logs, but the Vayne was like 19 and 1 or something. I don't know. I mean, it's you do you. All I can do is just tell you like how to optimize your chances for winning. Yeah, we can do it next Black. That's fine. Usually I try to weave in a ranked in between, like, coaching type of stuff, so it's not like 2 of those in a row for people that are waiting on ranked. But since you donated a couple of days ago, we can go ahead and do it. That's fine. Sadie, what is it? I just fed you a second ago. You trolling? All right, what's your end game? Tell me your IGN, and I'll put some. Let me just give the cat some food real quick. Okay, all right. We'll wait one game. We'll do a ranked just for people that've been waiting on wanked, just so we can for people waiting on ranked. Then we'll do the normal game after that, and then we'll do another ranked after that. We'll just kind of switch it in and out. Okay, so we'll do one more ranked, and then we'll do that. I mean, it's up to you, man. You know, you play the game you want to play. And as far as the coaching session goes, yeah, all I can tell you is what I think is optimal, and then it's up to you. Whatever you want to do with it, that's fine. But okay, I'll be back in just a second. We'll go ahead and put us in queue. I'll give the cat some food so she chills. I'll be back in a second. no. Dang it. I was like 1 second late. I've heard that maybe the season 9.1 Fi was saying that season 9.1 patch notes got leaked. I'm not sure that, like, I mean, I would assume they would still work on them a little bit here. That's not accurate because that happened on patch 824B. So I know this is not accurate. That already happened also. I mean, but who's to say they're not going to change these more, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sure a lot of this is probably going to go through, because I've seen this kind of stuff before, but... Well, they even have the text for it here, huh? Well, if they already have the text written up for it, that might actually be pretty authentic. Oh wow, that's nerfing her frost armor a ton. That's what they're doing, her frost passive. That's actually a massive nerf. Base damage is up on her Q, but you never level that. So you just get like 20 extra damage early. Like for all-ins, I guess. I don't know. So the slow doesn't last very long at all. With a little bit of extra damage. 1 second in all rank on the stun. Lower range. Does more damage.
You don't have the heart for this.
Jesus. 37%. Autofill 33%. Ezreal. %, Nico is pretty good. No, we don't need a tank. Teemo's fine. Oh, it's Corky 80 carry. I guess we'll play it. Hey, what's up, Fade? I mean, we're just chilling at D4. I mean, it's basically impossible to climb right now because, like, I'm still, like, even after, like, 100 games at D4 where I've had, like, a 60% win rate or something, even after a ton of dodges, which should raise your MMR low relative to your LP over time, we're still, like, only gaining 18 and losing, like, 20. Nice, congrats. Just sending out an email here real quick. While we're loading up. Alright, let's get back in here. Oh, I forgot to pull the chat back up.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. Seconds until minions spawn.
I am the thing under the bed.
Minions have spawned.
Flesh is a prison.
Oof.
Relax. Just let go.
Did he not take his E? Oh, he E'd forward, that's right.
What is the worth of a soul?
First blood.
If Nami's just gonna let us sit here and farm, I'm cool with that. Ezreal outscales Corki.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
They have double ignite? Okay, I guess. I don't know. I mean, she's gonna like flash in and kill him, probably. So many minions. I don't know. Holy sh... God, this dude's so bad. Alright, well, Zen's gonna get him, though.
Has been slain.
All Israel had to do is just E backwards, like, literally.
What is the worth of a soul?
And then I could have flash flayed the Nami. I'm gonna try to freeze it here. I have to thin this out a little bit. I'm not gonna be able to face tank all of this. Probably.
An enemy has been slain.
Torment comes in so many flavors.
Down.
Give me one more health potion. I'm just afraid we're gonna get poked out. I really wanted to get a cloth armor there, but... That's not good. I mean, it's just a cloud, but they knew we took a bad back there. And that we were super pushed in. Like, if Ezreal hadn't died there, he could have cleaned that up and, like, reset the lane. And then the back would not have been as bad, and we could have defended Dragon better. But, like, that death effectively gave him Dragon, too. Because Ezreal was going to be pinned cleaning up the wave for a long time. You always want to put it back over there, so if they want to kill it, they're really going to have to reach for it.
An enemy has been slain.
Now he's got Sheen, which is going to make him a lot stronger. Okay, this Nico's doing pretty well.
Thing under the
can't. They knew. We're winning in CS though, and Ezreal is getting money off of his Klepto procs, so it's fine. Teemo's winning top.
An enemy has been slain.
They back. Corki does mostly magic damage though, so that's a little awkward.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
And Ezreal's not very good with that. Maybe let's go redemption first here. As weird as that seems.
An ally has been slain. Enemy killing spree. Shut down.
I'm just thinking, like, the Zeke's armor is not going to help me out a ton against Corki, Nami. Early, and, like, with Redemption, I could maybe influence mid lane also. Okay, well, we got her flash. Alright, that's going to hurt. I stepped up way too close on that. Yeah, that was my bad. Got baited going for that coin. Oof. Lux is gonna try to snipe me. Maybe I can keep her here. Ezreal picks the best times to die, like right when Dragon is available. Dies with heal and flash as Ezreal. Hashtag Ezreal things. Both times he's died, we've lost Dragon off of it. Like, I landed the hook. All he had to do was flash or heal, and we would have killed Corki and turned the whole thing around. It's frustrating. I'm gonna go ahead and get Mobies.
Enemy killing spree.
What's up, Lotus? Like, it's just stunning, like, how bad people can be with Ezreal when he's such a, like, an overpowered champion in pro play right now. And in, like, challenger level play, he's so good. Because he's so safe. Like, that's what I don't get. It's like, I get people missing skill shots, but how do you ever die on that champion? I feel like any monkey can pick up that champion and just, like, not die. You know, if you really want to, like, not die, that's your man right there, you know? I don't know. I landed the hook, threw him the lantern. He just looked at it.
Turret plating will soon fall.
Blast him, Gauntlet.
Please tell me he doesn't get away with that. Oh my god. He's dead though, right? What? Wow, he comes flying out of top lane where there aren't any wards. It's like the most random quirky gank ever. Yeah.
Your turret has been destroyed.
I think we're about to die.
Ally has been slain.
Like I would say dodge every Ezreal game, but he's such a popular champion, you'd end up dodging every game.
An ally has been slain.
It's just like mind-numbing.
Your turret has been destroyed.
I feel like Ezreal's in my game die more than Vayne's do, and that is like, I don't even get it. How it's possible. I guess I gotta stay and try to defend this. She's gonna kill me soon. I might be able to stall for one more wave, but that's all I got. She's about to just ult and kill me probably.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Oh, he used heal that time.
Shut down.
Teemo, like, dude, you're Teemo into Scion. How are you not up like 50 CS? I just gotta mute all. I should have done that a while ago. No, Quirky ADC is not OP. Our Ezreal is just trash, like every Ezreal. It's like under Challenger. I don't understand how Scion could possibly be good in a Teemo. You just sit there and auto attack him all lane. He has no gap closer pre-6. Hey Justin, a stream is really hard, man. 99.99% streamers not really gonna get more than like 10 viewers. I mean, you just have to like, you have to give somebody a reason to tune into your stream. Like, why should they tune into you over everybody else, you know? First of all, usually you have to be a pretty high rank. So if you're, definitely if you're lower than platinum, like, it's just not gonna happen. Unless you're like one in a gazillion who's just like absolutely insanely funny or just has a lot of connections or something. Usually if you're under diamond, like, it's not happening. And then you have to have like either have something that's like really entertaining about you, or something that's like really really skill based and good about you, or really educational. It's just like trying to become like a successful actor or something like that, you know? It's like it's tough. Yeah. I mean, yeah, having like good VODs and building up. I mean, the way that I did it is I just put out a ton of like content that was like trying to be very informative, and I tried to be interactive with the stream, and just put out a ton of content. I mean, I have like 2,500 videos on the channel. You know, I've been like working on this channel probably 70 hours a week for like 2 years or something. So yeah, I think YouTube's a good way to like get going. I should have just kept running. I thought she was actually going to do something. Okay, yeah, I mean, you could try that, Justin. I mean, a lot of my growth in 2017 came off of, even into, like, a lot of the first half of 2018 and 2017. I guess that was the end of 2017. I had my best one-trick video just really took off. Ezreal's god-awful. I don't even know what to get here. Guess I can just do lock it and just try to go for team fights. I don't know. Zeke seems like a waste on that Ezreal. Honestly, don't even know how we win this. We're so low on win conditions. Like, if Ezreal's bad, we just don't have a good backup plan, and there's a high probability Ezreal's bad, so I probably should have dodged. I mean, there are a couple of really good channels I can recommend too. Like, I'm trying to remember his name. If you just look up like how to grow a YouTube channel, there's like Daryl Eves is one guy who has some pretty good stuff, and there's another guy that like always wears a ball cap. I can't remember his name offhand, but he's like from something creators, who has some really good advice as well. Like different ways you can grow your channel. Yeah, the one trick video got like 180,000 views. It just like, sometimes YouTube, if YouTube just decides to promote your channel, if they just put it in people's suggested video, like, if something just like, if it just gets attached to like a big channel, like I think mine started showing up, that video in particular started showing up in suggested videos with like Philol and some other people. And that just like generated a bunch of traffic, and then it starts generating even more traffic because it's getting a lot of views, and it just starts this cycle of growth. It just like explodes. And I think they've changed their oh my god, really? He dodged it by shooting his ult and kicking himself back. Okay, we got some good defense there. I mean, maybe. Yeah, Ezreal's heal's still up. I probably should have stayed for level 13 on that wave, but I need to buy. I guess at this point I might as well. At least just get the glacial. Well, we got blue buff though. I don't know what's going on. Like, we're over here getting blue buff when they're sieging our tower, and Ezreal dies again to like a Scion. Like, there's no way he got bushed. There's no bushes there. Like, what happened? How does the Scion ever get him? Now Nico's dead. I don't know, man. I mean, their team's just better than our team. That's all there is to it. I don't know. I mean, Guardian's okay. I don't know. Very good is kind of a strong word. I think Nami, like, can trigger trades so often that I don't think it matters that much.
Rampage. An ally
Shit, they're just gonna win the game here.
double kill.
I think we're probably at 0 after that loss. I mean, Guardian's like good against all ends. Like, I can't trade back against that Nami usually, especially with the brain dead Ezreal on my team. So Guardian's good for like light trades every 45 seconds or so. Or all ends. I think that Aftershock is what most people are doing on Thresh these days. This idiot. LOL, the support and the Scion didn't do a lot of damage. Y'all got carried. It's like, dude, are you serious right now? Like, you're Diamond, and you're saying that, like, their support got carried because the Nami didn't top the damage charts. It's like, bro, like, this is not like Iron 4, man. Not every champion has to top the damage charts to be effective. I know, saying brain dead Ezreal is like an oxymoron. I guess maybe not an oxymoron, but like something. See you, Zach. Thanks for coming out, buddy. I didn't see what I'm at. I'm sure I'm sure I'm at 0. Oh, 6. Okay. Hallelujah. We get 6 more. That's enough for a dodge, boys. We got ourselves almost a free dodge. It's gonna be 10 points for our next dodge. We get to buy ourselves half a dodge. Don't spend it all in one place. Okay, I do support. No, this is a donation game. I mean, it's basically like a coaching session. He just wants me to play the game with him.
You don't have the heart for this.
Okay, we'll do an enchanter for him. He wants to do an enchanter. We can do Nami. He wanted to do Nami. I can do Nami. It's fine.
I decide what the time.
I mean, we could play Zyra and just like butcher people too here. It'd be nice to get a Zyra game in because I haven't been able to play it in ranked as much lately, but he is the paying patron. So I am happy to play whatever he wants. And I'll record this as a coaching session too, and I'll just try to put as much commentary as I can on what he's doing, what I'm doing, what we should be doing in this lane, what we should be doing macro-wise. So basically what I usually do, but I'll also try to advise for like what he's doing AD carry-wise in addition to sort of my usual commentary in the game. Okay. It doesn't reveal Twitch. If you put something on them, if you put the E on them and people aren't paying attention, like, it'll just look like you're just throwing your hands in the air or whatever. They might think you cast something on yourself. Most of the time, it doesn't reveal him if you cast spells on him. And, like, there's very few ways you can accidentally do that. I mean, if he's, like, trying to go invisible and, like, he's running up to them or something and you bounce a wave off of them and it goes to him, then... I mean, it can happen, but usually, like, if you want Twitch to sneak up invisible, then he's going to be able to do it. So. Alright, let me go ahead and VOD this one. Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm the Strategy Professor. Today we're going to be doing an interesting type of coaching session. So, Phantom, the Twitch in this game, asked if I would duo with him in a normal game and then just sort of give him a bunch of feedback on him while I'm doing this. So that's what we're going to be doing. So I'll put it under coaching, and it's going to be coaching for the Twitch. Even though I'm going to be playing like Nami, from Nami's point of view, I'm going to spend a lot of time sort of looking at his items and commenting on kind of his decision making in the game. Sorry, I am just getting over an illness as well, so you might hear me cough a little bit tonight. So yeah, if you would like a coaching session yourself, you can always email me at thestrategyprofessor@gmail.com. Traditionally, I just take a replay and then I'll just go through and comment on the replay. I could do it live on stream for 25, or I can do it off stream for 20. If you're a channel member, which is just like a Twitch sub through PayPal, it's $5 a month. Join anytime, cancel anytime that you want. You get $5 off, so it's 15 off stream or 20 on stream, which I think is pretty good for, you know, a diamond support coaching you. Yeah, if you have any questions about that, I can also commission any guides. You want a guide for a specific champion or a specific aspect of the game, just email me, let me know what you're interested in. I can do guides for 30, or if you have a specific, or if you're a channel member, rather, it can be 25. And stop by the stream sometime. It's a lot of fun. We're streaming right now, so you might hear me talking to the stream as well. I stream most nights starting around 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, she started W and already used it, so I'm going to try to trade aggressively here. Buy Twitch a little time. Okay. Sona's just really, like, not using her mana efficiently, so we just want to abuse that. I can even take the hit off of that, because I'm just going to heal it back. It's fine. Ideally, you don't want him to hit you with that fourth shot, but he did miss some CS for it, and basically I took virtually no damage. We just want to muscle up on him. Someone's asked me before, why don't you auto with Sona and then W? Because a lot of players won't let you auto and then W. Usually you W, and if they stick around, then you can get an auto in. But most of the time, they start to run away, so it's your choice. Either you get an auto or you get a W. And you want the wave to bounce back to you also, whenever possible. And so that you have to be a little bit closer for it to bounce back for the heal. I'm going to heal back a little bit more just so I get absolute focus back. I just want to keep pressuring. He started Cole, which is like not usually what you want to do. You can get some extra farm, but the problem is you lose a lot of your all-in pressure off of that too. Okay, I thought he was actually going to juke back. That's one thing when you're like not used to playing in a certain elo bracket. You like try to lead or anticipate where you think people are going to go, and then they just don't go there. They just stand perfectly still. So you got to get reacquainted with that. Okay, Udyr's top lane. So we can continue to pressure up. Whenever they go for last hits, that's just a perfect time to go ahead and land your spells, because they have to choose, do they hit you or do they go for the last hit? So whenever he goes for this, we can get a trade on him. See, he didn't get to trade back, so he really wanted that last hit. I got a free hit in there. Went ahead and put a second point in W just so I can be more efficient with trading. And my mana's starting to get a little low, so I'm not going to have enough mana to cast all my spells anyways. Yeah, you didn't need to leave to go ward that because we just saw him top lane. So it was a little bit of wasted efficiency. We could have been harassing him more. He's going to have to take a bad back here in a second. And you can step up, especially when he's that low and Sona's out of mana. You can definitely step up and harass with me. See how scared he is? We just basically get to zone him out. He can't really step up, or I just get to ignite and kill him. He's going to try to farm this with a W. I'm going to block it so he doesn't get the last hit. There we go, got him. It would have been nice if I hit that bubble, but whatever. Yeah, there's Udyr. He can't do anything to us right now, though. Just push up, just push up. It's fine. We'll push up. We don't have a cannon. No, so we're not going to be able to get a plate. But we can just go ahead and push him up. Okay, yeah, let's just back up. And put a ward over there. Hey, Ryan. Yeah, we're doing one more coaching session here. I mean, I guess, yeah, we can try it. Udyr's pushed in. It's a little on the risky side because we're out of mana. But if Udyr doesn't come over here immediately, he might just go get his Gromp or his golems. If they don't ward over this wall, it's a good call. I mean, he's got a ward, so it's probably good. Wait till I get Aerie back and then do it again. Get him that little shield. Okay, go ahead and help him out with this a little bit. If you CC it, it takes more damage, so just anytime you're walking out, you know, just see what you can do. See what you can do to help your jungler. You know, CC the scuttle for him, sweep, see if there's any vision he can clear. That was a good macro call by him.
An ally has been slain.
We'll go ahead and get a control ward here. Get Vamp Scepter. So Cole is okay. If you're just planning on doing a farm off, if you think you're going to be able to crush him, Doran's Blade's probably better because it gives you health, so it's a lot better for all ends. Cole is really like, just if you're not ever planning on all ending. Okay, that's fine. We got his flash. Okay, Udyr's top. He's gonna hit this. I'm gonna hit him. Oh, never mind. I didn't quite get there fast enough. So once again, you don't need to go ward that just because we already know where he is. Okay, nice.
An enemy has been slain.
That was a good good ambush there.
Swim against the current.
I mean, oops, I didn't mean to take that one. I'm just trying to push. It's like, yeah, you know, Twitch. You know, someone in chat said Twitch can work on farming. It's like, I mean, dude's still at 70 CS at 9 minutes, you know, like, that's pretty damn good. I don't know what elo this is. Like, what elo? I think he's gold or silver. That's still pretty damn good. I don't know if we're going to be able to get one more. It's probably greedy to get one more because it's going to have so much armor on it. I think we can push one more in, though. Like, we're dominating them so hard. I don't know what his item breakpoints are either. Pretty sure Deer's not here yet, so... Because their jungler's losing pretty hard, and because there's not a dragon. Like, if there was a dragon, that's absolutely the wrong play, because we could have just given them a dragon. You know, we're going to give him lane priority by not backing fast enough, but if he really needed that for, like, a specific breakpoint, like to finish, I don't know, Bilgewater or something like that. I mean, 75 CS at 10 minutes is really good. That's like, that's just as much or more than a lot of platinum people get.
I still hear the song of the sea.
Well, I don't think Kelly is specifically talking about, like, the technical term of win trading. I think what she's talking about is, was there some kind of collusion? Was there, like, an agreement, for example, between Chef and Toos, like, not to come up and gank for me that one game when he was Volibear and I was Camille, just to try to, so that Chef could 1v1 me top lane, for example. I think that's what she's kind of talking about there. Okay, that's good. Yeah, we're just working him. But I don't know. I mean, it doesn't matter. Yeah, we just keep pushing. I mean, if Udyr shows up, I think we just kill him. I would just keep pushing for this tower. No. I mean, I'll come over here and do it, but you need to get lane priority first. Like, we should have pushed the tower in first and then come over here. Because now they're going to push us in, and then they're going to come over here and probably ward this once they get priority in the lane. And we don't have the jungler here, and we don't know where their jungler is either. So see, Sona's going to come up here and ward this right now. And potentially try to stop us. She has her ult. I don't have my ult. So it's pretty rough dragon. We're going to get it just because they're, like, bad. Unless Udyr flashes over this wall, but, like... No, see. Oh, never mind. We got it. But... yeah. So, so I just released a video today about like how to control objectives like a pro. I would say, you know, watch that video. I really wouldn't. I just wouldn't try for dragon unless our jungler's on that side of the map, or unless we just killed him or something.
Shut down.
But like, if you are gonna try for dragon, you always need to try to push in first. Like, if we push them into tower, I think we needed to just take this tower there.
Quit flopping around.
I'm gonna go cover middle. Yeah, now they're gonna get, because we lost priority bot and they knew we were really low after dragon and they were free to gank bot lane. That hurt the morale of our team. Zed's kind of tilting a little bit there and did a lot of damage to our tower. So, you know, ultimately worth, but They got a little bit more momentum. They got a bit more pep in their step. We gave them some hope. And when you're winning, you don't ever want to give them hope. You want them to surrender at 15. So I think we should have just pushed in that one last time and just outright taken the first tower there immediately, push them in, and then we could reassess and think about going for dragon after that. No. I'm not going to try opium just once. I would recommend nobody try opium just once. Especially this day and age. It's like one of the absolute worst drugs you could try just once. Like one of the most addictive, like, community killing, just like, infestations in our culture right now. Okay. So there aren't really any objectives. Yeah, let's grab farm. I guess we can go in here and farm this Sona here in a second. She's probably just warded this. I might be in trouble if, yeah, there are dudes here too. Damn. Nah, that was my bad. I was like, if Jin's there, that could be bad. Like, if it's just Sona, okay. I didn't see Jin, like, in the lane. So I shouldn't have done it.
Shut down. Your turret has been destroyed.
Go with that, and then we'll start working.
Rampage.
You never heard of opium? Okay, so
An enemy has been slain.
opium is the old school, basically heroin. Like heroin's just more concentrated opium. You might hear things called opioids. So that's like heroin, fentanyl, Oxycontin. All of those things are like derived from the chemical compound opium, which comes from the poppy flower. Certain kind of like poppy flower, I believe, that's processed in a certain way. I don't know. I don't make it. But it all derives from that. And that was used in the 19th century. And it was a huge plague in the 19th century, too. People were having an opioid crisis back then, too. There's an entire thing called the Opium Wars between Britain and China about it. No, it's not a good trade. Sona's ult's going to be up in a 140. If you die, it's not good. Almost ever. I didn't need to die there. That was my bad. Okay, so you're going Hurricane next. That's good. They should use everything to kill me. They're really far behind, and I was an easy kill. Alright, we got Dragon in 20 seconds. We've already got a ward on it. Yeah, let's get that out of there, because they can't spot with it. Okay. How is he moving so damn fast? Does he have Ghostblade? What is this dude's build? Phase Rush, I guess? What's the cooldown on Phase Rush? 15 seconds? I don't know, that's weird. Well, I don't think Britain was broke at the time they did the Opium War with China. I don't know the whole thing about that, but they certainly did it for money, that's for sure. Well, part of it was to open market. I think a lot of it was punishment. Like, I think the whole thing was they wanted to sell stuff like tea and some of their some of their goods to the China market, and then China didn't want to open their markets. And then instead, Britain was like, okay, well, we're going to do a bunch of drugs then. We're going to get your people hooked on drugs unless you start buying our, you know, tea and chairs and stuff like that. I think that's what the deal was. And then that turned out to be a pretty good market, those drugs. And so they're like, hey, something like that. I don't know the exact. That wasn't my, like, super area of specialty in the 19th century, but it was something like that. We wanted to trade with them. They didn't want to trade, and so we just decided to cause a bunch of problems in their culture with that. I'm pretty sure the goal wasn't just to go in and get them high originally. Okay, let me go down here, and I'm getting sidetracked talking about random stuff. What? Yeah, we need to get out of here. We about to start swarming. Yeah, this is coming up, but we don't have time. I don't know. Really dangerous. I need ward. I guess I'll just back for wards. This is a pretty bad back. I need 650 for redemption. Yeah, we can make a play on this dude. Yeah, so I don't know the whole thing, but I feel like it was retaliatory. Opium stuff. Oh, okay, you can't CC it. Interesting. Alright, I need to go by. He's not going to be able to split, I don't think. I just realized we have 3 Infernals. We can go get a Baron soon.
Shut down.
Let's go with that, I guess. Yeah, that's not worth chasing. The problem is if you die right here, like, they really could take Baron pretty soon with Udyr and Tryndamere, like, and, like, Heimerdinger's ult does Baron really quickly, so kills, like, don't really matter right now. And you're, like, you're all over gold, too, so, like, if we get into a fight right here, like, it looks like that's what's gonna happen, we're gonna lose. We're gonna have to give this. I want to see if I can just take a couple of wards, maybe distract him, but yeah, if we lost one more person, if we lost Warwick, then they could have baroned. Yeah, I don't know if we want him. He's gonna wave that. Hey, thanks for the sub. What are we doing? Like, come on. We've got priority. Zed splitting bottom. Or mid, rather. Yeah, we got this. Udyr's right there. I can peel him off.
An enemy has been slain.
Yeah, we're giving Zed some good split time. We're running him away. So. Yeah, they have to send like 2 or 3 people with this Zed. I mean, I don't know. I think Udyr's doing all right. Like, there's not a ton of skill expression with Udyr. You just run at him and try to auto attack him. Either they let you do it or they don't. He's dodged several of my bubbles. Do I think Kai'Sa's going to be good with the crit item changes? Not. She's going to lower in value relative to other crit 80 carries. Like, she's not a, like... she's not as reliant on crit as some of the other options. No. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. So, will she still be potentially good? Yeah, I mean, she could be. The Essence Reaver thing looks like that could be, like, maybe legit on her, but... Yeah, I mean, the ones that look pretty obvious based on what I've seen, like, as the biggest winners would be, like, Tristana. I think, because Tristana's kit's already really good for the type of meta we're in. Like, she's very good at taking towers. She's pretty good with early aggression. Nice. There we go. Yeah, Trent just can't split because we crush him in 4v4s. Or 4v5s. Like, we just run him over, so... And we can just race faster than he can. So even though the trend went like 12 and 4, he's had to fall back too much to help his team. So Kai'Sa might be still okay, but I mean, the obvious people I think to start looking towards are people right now. People that are going to gain the most stock, or people that are very reliant on getting those crit items still. So like Caitlyn, Tristana, people who don't have alternative builds. I don't know how Jen will be impacted. Depends on if and how much they nerf Stormrazor. Anyways, that's going to be it. So the things that I remember that... we'll see. I don't... Ashe is... No. Because Ashe gets Blather and King first. And Ashe doesn't get any extra damage off a crit. It just, like, modifies her slow. So from that game, like, let's see, a couple major things I noticed, or like, not even necessarily major, but things that I noticed. Early on, you left lane a couple of times to go ward river, but, you know, if you've been watching the minimap, you would have noticed that Udyr was topside. So you really don't want to waste your ward, that minute ward early on, because it only lasts for 1 minute. It takes a while to come back, obviously, and if you know where the jungler is, if you've seen him topside, then you know he's not going to be bot side for like another 30 seconds, like minimum, right? And so if he ran like straight there from topside, he could maybe be there in 30 seconds. So just wait, you know, even though it's darkness, like you know where he is. So because like we gave up a little bit of lane pressure by doing that, we could have been, you know, pressuring them more. We could have been taking towers more. And then if you see that you have a support that's applying a ton of pressure, like I was there, you know, just constantly taking like trades with the enemy and is whittling them down. You know, the Sona's out of mana. She's hurt. Jin's hurt. Just stand up in front with me, like where I was standing. Just stand up in front of the minion wave like that. And just like try to get those trades as much as you can. You know, if he starts at half health and you're full health, you can just auto him down and just kill him. You know, especially if your support's standing right there. So just, like, really put the screws to him like that early on. Like, I was able to zone them both off for the most part early on. But if you would have stepped up there with me, we could have had that process going even faster, potentially. So if your support's, like, really mean in business and they're stepping up, zoning people, doing a ton of damage, you can step up and be aggressive, too. Now, if your support's just, like, AFK behind you, you know, you're going to have to adjust that. But I think, you know, like if I was just watching this as a replay and I saw that Nami, you know, doing that there, then I would have, you know, told you to step up and try to be more aggressive to match the Nami. The one pretty big goof early, I think, was going for the Infernal Dragon without having wave priority, without knowing where the enemy jungler was, and without having our jungler on that side of the map. Infernal is a really big prize if you can get it, but like, we knew they were already returned to the lane because we saw them there because we pushed a couple of waves. And, you know, we just didn't have any vision either, like, around the pit. I was out of wards. I don't even think I had wards at that time. And, like, their jungler could have popped over that wall and stolen it. It could have been warded, and we just didn't know about it. I don't think we had a control ward on it. I don't remember. If the Sona and Jin would have committed harder to walking up there and harassing us off of that, that could have been a problem. You know, their mid laner potentially could have rotated down. I mean, our Zed was really strong, but there's just a lot of bad stuff that could have happened there. So I think the best case scenario there is just go ahead and take that first tower, get the first tower blood, push them in, back. They're going to push us in, go up there, clean up the wave, push them up again to around golems, and then make a play on the Infernal. I think that's really the play. Maybe even go back earlier, because the problem is if we wait that long period and try to go, we could have pushed them in a tower and taken it. But as soon as we back, they could make a play on the Infernal. So we maybe should have just, after we killed them, taken a couple of plates. I think we went for 3 plates on that one. I can't remember exactly. But, like, push them in, take a plate, back, you know, push them in, kill them again, take the tower, and then get the dragon on the next one. And then that way we could also tell our jungler, hey, you know, get ready. We want to make a play on Infernal here, and then we can get him on the bottom side of the map. I'll have more wards, so we can go set that up. So I think that was one thing that was pretty risky. That was the biggest thing, I think. Because we got it, but we were really low. We had to blow our sums to get out of there, and then they had full priority over the map for 30 seconds. They killed our mid laner, like moderately tilted him, and then used the Herald mid. Now, fortunately, they didn't get anything off of that because they didn't really commit to it, but that could have been rough. There were a couple other ones, I think, where maybe you got caught. I'm trying to remember. I think you were sneaking and trying to get a kill at some point. Yeah, you were in mid lane. I remember just seeing you like in mid lane near their tower trying to kill somebody, and then they killed you. And then I was talking about how risky that was because they can take Baron very quickly, so it'd be like better just to back up and get Dragon or like secure vision around the Baron and things like that. But I think other than that, you know, it's all good. You know, you got a lot of really good picks with the invisibility. Obviously, 11 and 3, you're doing really well. But because it's, you know, like a coaching session, that I'm trying to give you as much advice as I can. You know, I could just say, good job, man. You know, but I'm trying to help you out. So, excuse me. I think overall a good game, but yeah, that's the stuff that I would recommend right there. So anyways, that's going to be it for the coaching video. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it, Black Falcon. If anyone else, once again, would like a coaching session, just email me at thestrategyprofessor@gmail.com. Happy to set that up for you, either off stream or on stream, whatever you prefer. And don't forget, like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. You want to watch more coaching, I've got a playlist linked in the description. You can learn some more off of that. Obviously free if you just want to watch other people's coaching sessions and learn from that. I think people can learn a lot out of that. Then I'll always try to post them up as much as possible, so long as the other person's cool with making it public. And otherwise, I'll see you next time. Have a great day. Okay, so stream's going to continue for maybe another game or two, but that was it for that individual game. I don't think Kaisa should start Gensus these days. It's too slow after the nerfs. I mean, you can do it, but I think what most people do is they go Stormrazor first, and then they'll go Gensus after that, and then I think it's usually Hurricane after that. I'm gonna refill my drink real quick. I'll be right back. Hey, what's up, Mutant Mills? We're doing all right. I think in ranked we're 1-1, something like that. Did a couple of coaching sessions. Yeah. I think I can invite. Let me see. You might have to be on my friends list for that. I think my friends list is full. Let me see. That's like 300. Yep, you can only have a max of 325 friends, I think. And I tried to friend everybody that I could, but there's a max on it. Yeah, that dwarf campaign is a lot of fun. It actually starts getting really spicy. Minor spoiler alert, I won't tell you which episode it is, but I thought I was going to lose. It was a really, really hard fight against a faction that you probably would not suspect. And it came down to the wire. Like, I literally thought the campaign was going to be over. And we, like, barely pulled through. It was hard as hell. We barely pulled it through. So it's definitely getting spicy. And it's going to continue to get spicy because I'm got some spicy diplomacy going on. Starts happening. I kind of warned about that. I said, well, you know, doing the diplomacy the way I start doing it. It's like, I don't know, this could start to get weird, and it does. It starts to get weird. So, it's definitely an interesting campaign for sure. Someone told me about another little minor sort of spoiler here that, I don't guess it's that spoilery, but someone told me in chat, and I wasn't aware of this, that apparently if one of the Vampire Coast AI factions, if they die, then it basically crashes the game and you can't ever fix it because the AI doesn't know what to do with the coves, apparently. And I learned about this like when one of my strategies, like, at that time had been to kill one of these factions that was kind of like, you know, doing some stuff. And so I was like, huh, well that changes up that calculus a little bit. And so then I had to like readjust everything I was doing, all my politics, you know, what I was planning and things like that. Italy. This guy wanted to play middle, so he's probably off-rolled. That's not looking good. This guy in Italy main, please. Of course he's not. Oh, Lord. It's like first time Lucian. I'm probably dodging this. I don't know why it's taking so long to like run this. Lunar Del Rey. We've got first time Italy, first time Lucian. Ray's pretty good on Ari, but this guy's pretty good on Jax. But they have so much threat on their team. Like that Renekton's going to pound that Jax. We're probably going to get pounded bot lane. They have insane scaling late game. Nidalee's going to be worthless unless she completely takes over the game, which is not going to happen the first time she plays Nidalee. Braum is good with Lucian, but I don't like Braum very much right now. Below, even in diamond level. I mean, first of all, I'm not an amazing Braum player, but second of all, I'm just like real skeptical about tanks. A lot of the tanks in the support role right now. Yeah, we're about to start getting some spicy units in the newest episode. Getting close. It takes forever to get to tier 4, and that's when you start getting your spice. It's tier 4, but the dwarves have like abysmal growth. They're like all of their buildings are insanely expensive. They have very low income from their buildings, at least as far as I've seen. All of their units are very expensive, especially for Beligar. Oh, it better not even put me in this game. There were 2 seconds left. Is it considering, like, putting me in this game? Well, it's not that I love them. It's that I think that, like, a lot of tanks are actively bad right now. I think that's empirically true if we look at, like, win rates. Like, the problem is, like, their itemization. They just get outscaled real hard late game by plus healing and shielding champs. And, like, Braum doesn't offer a lot of early game threat. He can be good. He's good with, like, organized team fights, but... Okay, I added you, Phantom Bandit. Just let me know if you add me back. Or send me a message. Send me a message, Phantom Bandit, and I will put you in the, I'll add you to the club. But yeah, like, tier 4 is when you start getting, like, gyrocopters, which are basically like your cavalry as dwarves. You used to be able to get them in tier 3 in the base game, which is great, but tier 4 takes forever. So that's when you start getting your gyrocopters. That's when you get, potentially at tier 4, you can get hammers, you can get iron drakes. They have a new, like, mortar infantry you can get, which I haven't tried those out, but those sound pretty good. You can get, like, organ gun and stuff like that. I don't think the organ gun's usually that great. Like, why is this taking so long? Like, the client just seems like real buggy lately. Holy. What? I'm not dropping any frames, right? Like, it doesn't look like I'm lagging. What is going on? Hello? It's just like, if you're not playing, like, a ranged harasser like a Zyra or a Nami, then I feel like it needs to be like a hardcore, very good all-in champ. Well, normal blind pick. Okay, well, it took 4 minutes to get to this screen, so I guess we just got 1 minute left. Well, I just like stuff that I think can win. I just think that Peel tanks aren't that great. I mean, Tom Kench is, you know, historically one of my most played champions over the last 2 seasons. I don't know if he's still up here or not. He's probably my 4th highest mastery champion. It's probably Tom Kench. And, like, Rakan is actually probably my favorite champion. I don't know what you'd classify him as. I guess he's technically ranged, but... I mean, I get what you're saying, but it's not really, like... I mean, maybe... I don't know. I don't think it's that much, like, of just play style. It's just, like, that's just what I think is good right now. I played a lot of Tom back in Season 7 and a good chunk of Season 8. It'd probably be nice to learn Braum. I've just never been that great on it. I don't know. He's okay. Braum is good with Lucian, but so is Nami. It's just like... I don't know. He can obviously block a lot of stuff with his shield. He's got some peeling with his his Q. It just feels like his scaling is so low. And it's not like he has a hard hook as an engage. I feel like his engage is very suspect. His mobility's not that great. Like, the thing that I liked about Tom is... Like, he has pretty good peel. You know, you can eat people to get them out of stuff, obviously, with W, anti-CC. Then you can also peel people with your Q and your autos. You can stun people. But one of the really big things is, like, you can have really good macro with his ult. So you can ult and, like, rotate behind people and catch them out. So he has, like, a lot of mobility. Basically, like a TF, you know, a TF ult for 2 that was on a 120-second cooldown. Like, that was a huge thing that I really liked about Tom Kench, and he was just very unique in that he did that. That he had, like, this great combination of, like, really high caliber peel and, like, unique, basically giving your AD carry a quick silver sash, combined with his mobility. And his damage, especially against tanks, you know. Near the end of fights, if you just ate the enemy tank a couple of times, you could definitely kill him. Oh no, Kale. Italy. Does he know they have an enemy in Italy? Well, Kench is going to be benched for a while because of pro play. I mean, maybe if they change some stuff around, like maybe you could see him at some point. It's rough though. Pros weren't playing him a lot back when I was playing him. Okay, I mean this person does play Kale a lot. What do they get on Kale? Record first death time, what? That fastest or longest? I don't know. Jaeger bombs. I guess we'll play it. I want to play something tanky against Pike, so he doesn't get, like, just to take away one more target he can reset off of. Thought about Nautilus. But, like, Ezreal could get Hourglass or Stopwatch. I'm sure this Ezreal is just going to go off, too. Like, it feels like the enemy team always has a good Ezreal. Hey, what's up, Josh? Congrats, buddy. It's going well, man. Yeah, Kale's facing a melee. It's pretty much all melee top. Riven is probably a little on the rough side. Riven at least took teleport instead of ignite, though, so that's good. Yeah, this campaign's gonna get very interesting. There are like, I think like 4 different kinds of factions that I could get into another fight with here in the next few episodes. I'm just like, with this mod, it's so hard to figure out how you even get money as dwarves. Like, the only way you can get money really is trade agreements, because all of your buildings suck as far as like getting money. And with Belagar, everything's super expensive. Like, maybe I should have just bum rushed Carragate Peaks faster. I don't know. But, yeah, man, they dialed back the money a lot. A lot from where it used to be. And I feel like they've made the growth even worse. I remember the growth being bad for dwarves, but, like, it's real bad. It's making me want to play Skarsnik next and see like what they did to Skarsnik. Sort of spice it up a little bit. The Skarsnik campaign is hard as hell. I think that's the hardest campaign in the game, honestly. Like Skarsnik on Legendary. Hardest one I've played. I mean, that's the only one where I've lost after like turn 10. Spoiler alert. There's been a couple where I've come close though. The Norska campaign is pretty hard too. Norska campaign is just annoying as hell because you don't have walls on any of your towns, so everyone's just like running around backdooring you all the time. This headset is Sentey Archies. Sentey Arches. I forgot like the numbers and stuff.
Have spawned.
GS 4730. They used to be like $30. They're probably like $10 now. Queek is a lot of fun. I love Queek, but Skaven are not the hardest. Tretch can actually be pretty hard. I was trying to make a campaign with Tretch, and I think I lost on like turn 8. But that was mostly because I was just being stupid. I tried to take a fight that was way too hard and lost. Skarsnik is like I was being very meticulous and very calculated in my fights, and it was still really hard. I maybe should have worded that. Oh, please don't cue that. And she cues it. Alright. I think if she would have waited, not cued it. Holy crap. Bro, I'm level 1, chill. I could have flash flayed ignited, maybe. Forced him to flash. I don't know. Maybe I should have. I feel like I might need flash more than Ezreal does, though. He's gonna have his E. Something like, I don't remember the exact numbers, something like that. I haven't seen Elise in a while. That Pike is like talking. He's like typing to the Elise. I think she's here, right? No. He was looking like he was typing, and I thought she was gonna like come out from our tri-bush or something. Still haven't seen her. It's gonna be real hard to catch them. Okay, Elise is top. I'm hanging back just so I could use that lantern if Elise showed up, because we just hadn't seen her still. So you know, I didn't want to be too aggressive. I didn't know, like, what was up. Oof. He's gonna... I'm gonna have to hold it here, probably.
Eternity we shall spend together.
pretty weak buy, but I don't know why she back there. Like, we had an advantage on him, I thought. Ezreal, like, we just played right into Ezreal's hand. Like, that's a terrible back, because Ezreal's going to come back with his tier, which is exactly what he wants. Like, you got to keep him there until you get BF sword and he gets tier, and that's when you can kill him. When you're 6, he has BF. She gave him exactly what he wanted. It was terrible. It's just like not knowing the matchup. Oh, shit. Hell. I would have flashed if I knew Elise was there. It's like a 20-second CC.
Relax. Just let go.
I should have probably just played like Rakan into Pike. Because he can get armor too, but I don't know. I just feel like he just does. Thresh is good. I just feel like I just can't really like do that much early as Thresh. Kind of depends, but. Wow, what a waste of an ult. Holy. It's like a 3-minute cooldown. And that's going to give Corki like 2 plates. Well, we should have taken a dragon off of that, at least, because we just forced 2 of them to back. Galio just ulted down there. Like, we got absolutely 0 pressure out of that. At least was topside, like, I don't know. That was terrible. His backs are just so atrocious. Alright.
The sweet tones of misery.
The Kaisa needed to ult that. But, like, Galio did not. Lee didn't even try to, like, hop in and land a Q, I think. I mean, I don't know. I think Kaisa had to ult it. But Kaisa's is a pretty, like, low cooldown ult. It's like 2-minute ult or something. Like, Galio's like 3. It's a very long ult. There's, like, a 0% chance that you're, like, landing that Galio ult on doing anything meaningful with it. We are winning in CS, which is nice. Oh, he's top? Okay. Is somebody else coming? What the f— oh my god, this Lee Sin's so trash. He turned around and tried to run, and or did he, like, he didn't reset his auto or something? I don't know. Like, Ezreal should have died off of that.
An enemy has been slain.
Alright, yeah. Who's dying? Kale's died 3 times. Galio's down 30 CS. I mean, we're up 20 CS. I mean, I guess I could have autoed one more time on the Ezreal. I thought for sure they were dead. Yeah, quick come over here and kill us, dude. Oh my god. Holy. Why didn't she just ult the wall? Or like ult after the Elise? Why was Pike randomly there? So many questions, I don't understand. Alright, he's gonna heal. Yeah, he's gonna one-shot, it's fine.
Turret plating will soon fall.
I just can't play Lee unless it's like Leona. Like, unless it's someone where I can't play Rakan, I just need to play Rakan instead of Thresh. I don't know. Rakan just feels so much more reliable than Thresh. It's like infinitely more reliable. It's so hard to kill a, to get it.
Your turret has been destroyed. An enemy is unstoppable. Enemy double kill. Turret has been destroyed.
Okay, my bad, sorry. Yeah, I was coughing over there. I don't remember what I mean, basically, I was just saying some version of what I had been saying most of the game. It's like, I'm not sure if Thresh is a good pick here. I mean, Thresh is still useful, you know, later on. We both looked at each other. That was pretty funny. Well, that was a good sequence for us. Nah, I'm muting so you guys don't hear what I'm doing off camera. It's not cussing out Lee. I wish it was cussing out Lee. It's gross things you don't want to hear. I got it back. Way too low. How did she not die? She's going hard. I mean, she's good. I can't do much more though. Alright. We'll probably go for Knight's Vow next. We're just going to try to beef up this Kaisa. That's about all we can do. She's got some big items now. I mean, Lee's doing all right. Like, I'm more concerned with the Kale. Like, no, this guy's not amazing on Lee Sin, but like, I don't know. I'm not having a great game either, honestly. Kale's top. Kale went top without TP, so... And Riven was bottom. They're probably going to get Dragon unless Lee takes it. Wow, Lee, how do you miss that, buddy? Did he smite? He didn't even smite. Well, hopefully they don't Baron. They might Baron off that. I could have sworn I didn't see anybody there. I guess I should have warded that before I went to ward over that pit. When I swept there the first time, nobody was there. They moved in after I'd already swept it. Dies anyways. Yeah. Are y'all kidding me? Ah! God bless. The freaking CC on that web is like 20 seconds. Swear to God, this web, like, is she maxing that first?
Your turret has been destroyed.
Holy crap. Well, he's not throwing my... I mean, dude, I'm having a terrible game too, man. Like, let's be honest here. I'm getting punked left and right. I'll get you once. For once, you skank. Got it. And I still die. Why did it take this Lee so long? Why does he have Cinderhole? That's why he's not killing anybody, because he got Cinderhulk on Lee Sin. Holy shit.
Slain. An enemy has been slain. Aced.
Yeah, there's like zero reason to ever go Cinderhulk. I mean, yeah, Lee's having a terrible game. I mean, I'm not having a great game either. I don't want to try to pin it all on Lee. I've been caught out way too much by, like, fairly predictable stuff. They're just being, like, one step ahead on me on a couple of these things. I mean, some of it's kind of unlucky. It's like an area I just swept, and they, like, walk into it, you know? That type of stuff. But some of it I could have seen coming. Like when I saw Elise. When I saw Elise sweep that ward around the bottom side of Top River, you know, there's like a 99% chance that she warded that push that I stepped into. When she did that. How the f did she see that? I know it's not warded. Like, I literally have a thing right there. How did they see that? Nobody hit her? How does nobody hit her? Everybody kills me immediately whenever I get CC'd. Like, nobody even touches that ribbon off of a CC. What the hell is going on? God, it was so close. Like, nobody even touched that ribbon. I love Thresh, man. I just can't do him. Like, I just cannot play Thresh unless they're playing, like, Leona. I can do Thresh. Otherwise, I just got to break out the Recon some more, I think. He's getting played a lot in pro play right now in the Kespa Cup. I mean, I should just play him, you know? If I can just play him better, because he's good in solo queue as well. I mean, why wouldn't he be? Like, he's really good at engaging. He has a very versatile kit. He scales really well. Yeah, it's funny. Like, everybody's blaming every other... I think pretty much everybody's blaming Lee, and then some people are blaming additional people. I don't know. I mean, we all lost. The Kaisa actually did pretty well, but everyone else is playing like hot trash, myself included. I was a problem there, dude. I couldn't do anything in that lane, man. Like, you're not ever going to hit a hook. Almost ever on the Pyke or the Ezreal. And even if you do, they're going to get away before you can kill them. I just wanted something tanky against the... so I wouldn't be a target for Pyke, but... like, more mobility would have been nice. Like, Rakan's also going to have a harder time killing him, but at least I can scale harder. I can give Kaisa, like, an Ardent Sensor and a Zeke's. And I can, like, more reliably start fights and pick people off later on in the game. Or maybe even like Janna or something. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I played poorly. Like, there's no way around it. Like, that was a bad game for me. So,